Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode. I'm so happy to be here with you. So, today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects, the 10 principles of visibility. You guys know I wrote a book about the 10 principles of visibility, and I did it because it was how it helped me. Those principles are what helped me actually become visible and move out of being invisible. They're near and dear to my heart. I want to share them with you. I want to talk with you about them. And I want to talk to you about why you should practice them. Recently, I actually even set up my own course based on the book to be able to help other people be able to also practice those same principles. I love talking about the visibility because I know how important it is, and I know how much it changed my life. Today, I'm talking about practicing those 10 principles of visibility because it's how you make the journey, right? And I'm going to talk about the principles, but I want to explain first why it's important, like why having those principles in place makes it so much easier than just trying to will yourself through it. Looking at it and trying to be able to just be visible and always be able to do it is hard because things come in stages, right? And they come at different levels. So it's never just, oh, I got it, here we go, I'm ready now, we're moving, because you hit speed bumps. You'll be going along and you think you'll have it, and something else will come at you from a different curve, and you won't be ready. And so then you'll have to deal with that same fear of putting yourself out there again. And being able to have these principles will help you have a foundation that you can then lean on to move past that new fear or a new twist on an old fear because it happens. So right now, while I'm talking about visibility, I've gotten pretty good. I can do these Facebook lives every week, and it's not a problem. I can talk on physical stages, and it's not a problem. I can talk in small groups, and it's not a problem. Now, ask me to do a TV show, be on TV, and talk to the people in the audience and on the TV. Now, I tell you what, it doesn't matter if it's live or if it's recorded. When you say, now look at the camera, this is the TV show, look at the camera, here we go. That's scary for me. I still get all kinds of fears and anxieties about that idea, but I can still move past it. I can still do it because I just lean into the principles harder. I have the principles. And there are reasons. The reason the principles work is because there are reasons you're not visible. There are reasons you're hiding. And you may not have consciously identified them, but the 10 principles hones in on each of those problem areas. It hones in on each of the things that are really keeping you stuck. And it helps you open up so that you get more comfortable in your own skin. You get more confident about who and what you're doing. And you're able to move forward. You're able to lean into that and be courageous because it helps you get past the fear. So the 10 principles starts with learning to love yourself better. And we all talk about how we love ourselves. We all try to love ourselves. Some of us don't love ourselves at all, but most of us love ourselves some, right? But we all can usually love ourselves better. And so you need to figure out how to love yourself better. And that's the first principle. You need to know you're worthy, right? And that you were born worthy. I mean, nobody can take that away from you. That's a story you're telling yourself, right? Because you were born worthy. But part two is beginning to work through internalizing that belief that you're worthy and knowing it, internalizing that knowingness. Because unless you know you're worthy, unless you know you're enough, unless you love yourself, you're not going to step out there as your authentic self. You're going to step out there as an imitation somebody or another. You're going to be trying to fake it till you make it, but you're going to be trying to fake it with no substance. And you can't fake it with no substance. You got to have something to lean on to be able, because faking it is about not tricking anybody, right? Faking it is about pretending you believe that you're enough until you actually believe you're enough. And if you don't have anything that you're building on to get that belief that you're enough, you're going to be faking it forever. And that's a recipe for imposter syndrome. Absolutely, I promise you it is. Worthiness, self-love, self-determination. Self-determination is about you deciding who you are, what your story is, and what you're capable of. And that's also important because everybody else is going to tell you who you are. Everybody else is going to be talking to you about your worthiness and what you're worth. And if you don't determine it for yourself, you're going to be letting other people determine it for you. And they're not going to be looking at it from your best interest. They're going to be looking at it from their best interest. They're going to be looking at it on what best benefits them, not at what you need, not at what you want, not at where you're trying to go. It's not going to be based on you. And so you really want to hone in on determining who you are, naming yourself, naming what you're doing. Because right now, you've internalized a whole lot of stories that are keeping you invisible. And most of them are lies that you've just accepted. And I know this because I've been there. These 10 principles hone in on each area, and it works through the process so that you can become the authentic, real you that you know you are. Somewhere inside you, you know who you are. You know what you're capable of and what you want to do. Somewhere inside you, you already have the dream. And that was the invitation for you to live it. And so practicing the 10 principles are going to uncover all of the things that are getting in the way of you doing that so that you can really be what it is you're supposed to be, right? Because there are people waiting for you, and you hiding means you hurting yourself, but you're hurting those people that are waiting for you. Hurting those people that are looking for you, that need what you have to offer. It's important that you do it. So I've talked about 3 of the 10 principles. There are 10 principles, and every single one of them peels away another layer of that invisibility and helps you get to the point where you can be seen. Right now, I have a course. The course is called Practicing the 10 Principles of Visibility. It's all about helping you really get there. Visit it at the sales page at buildingvisibility.com, 10 P's. And the important thing is, it's not just a self-study course. And I've added some things that aren't even in the sales page yet. I set them up in the community area because there's a private community. And then I realized I didn't spell out these huge benefits you're going to be getting. And one of them is you beginning to be able to practice being the expert at what you do by offering participant-led tutorials in your subject. So you get that experience of being seen, of putting yourself out there. The other one is that there are going to be 4 live sessions so that in addition to the group study, we can talk and answer questions and help you work through those 10 principles and really get the meat to it and be able to work through them. And you'll also have an opportunity to join the mastermind and be able to get more interaction and support from your peers. So I'm really excited about having you be in this program. The doors are open. You can check the sales page right here. And on Monday, we're going to have the first lesson out. But in the meantime, everybody that joins right now will be in the community and be able to chat with me and with other members of the group. And I can't wait. I can't wait to have you there. I can't wait to see you. And I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. I hope you got something good out of this message. And I will talk to you on the other side. And if you're watching it in the replay, I love you. I love you if you're here. Talk to you later. Bye.